Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. How you guys all doing today? Hope you're having a great day so far. I know a lot of you guys have been lurking and watching Mr. Big Daddy over there. But yes, my turn for a little while. So the first thing is, obviously, we do have some fact sheets to go over very, very quickly. Then we'll actually get in and check the stuff in-game, check out the new map and all that. And do a little bit of testing as well to answer a question from Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. But how are you doing there, Mr. Dead Soul, Andy the Farmer, Green Thumb Farmer, Mr. Hectate? Thank you very, very much for the welcome back. And yes, so first things first, obviously fact sheets. So this is the final fact sheet for this up and coming DLC, which will be released to you guys on Tuesday next week. So yay! Finally, so early access for those who were given it. So first things first, fact sheet. So first thing up, we have the Bunning Series 140. Obviously, this is a tipper trailer. It's going to cost you 31,500. Capacity, depend on your configuration, it's going to be between 19.3 and 31.9 metric squares, or 19,300, or up to 31,900 litres, basically. Obviously weighs 6.3 tons, and obviously is set to the bulk category. You can see all of the products are in there, including the onions and all that. So very cool. Nice little tipper, actually. A nice little tipper there to start off with. Now, going on from there, if I can find my button, there it is. Hey, Mr. Jers, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. So next up, we have the Damon self-propelled sprayer. This is going to cost you 311,000. It has a variable CVT gearbox, holds 250 litres of fuel, and has a capacity between, depending on the configuration, 5,000 and 7,000 litres. Obviously, horsepower, you're looking at 285 horsepower with a work width between 24 and 36 meters, so not the biggest, but a decent size. Weight-wise, looking at 10.6 tons. Obviously, driving speed is obviously the 50 kilometers per hour or 31 miles per hour, and obviously working speed is 25 kilometers per hour or 15 miles per hour. And obviously, this will hold your liquid fertilizer and herbicide. So not bad. I was hoping it would be in this last one, and thank God it was. I seen it in the trailer. I thought, hang on, we haven't seen that yet. And obviously, last week we did cover the pull behind sprayer version. But yeah, they do have a self-propelled as well. And finally, if we can get through it before Big Daddy raids over, we have the Monosim. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Windfold Velo Terra Ultimate, and this is obviously a planter, 71,500. Obviously, you will need at least 81 kilowatts or 110 horsepower to use this. Obviously, it weighs 3.4 tons, has a capacity of 1,910 litres in this. Obviously, if you double up with a tank on the front, you could definitely increase the capacity there. It is a 6 meter working width, obviously with the smaller fields on this map that we're going to be going to check out in a minute. Definitely needed. Obviously 18 kilometers per hour or 11 miles per hour work speed, and obviously it will take seed and solid fertilizer. And as you can see, it has everything in the planter category. But anyway, that is that. So, yay, right, let me get over to the gameplay screen, because guess what I've got? Oh, yeah. We have Plinko, guys. Plinko in chat. Get in, and anyone today is the final one. Mr. Big Daddy is raiding with a party of 27. Welcome in. I better close your stream down now, hadn't I? Let me get a shout out for Mr. Big Daddy. There we go. Welcome in. Hopefully you guys all had a great stream. And let me just sort out my... There we go. Mr. Shoddy, thank you very much for the mega fart. Much appreciated. And yes, welcome in, Raiders. Hey, J-Dog, Dead Soul, Don't Be Here, Vortex, Mr. Farmer Marks, Amoki, Hectate. Am I missing anybody? I think I've got everybody there. But yeah, welcome in. Oh, there we go. Oh, thank you for the shout out. It was a blast, I bet. Yes, I was lurking out throughout most of it. And oh my goodness. Oh no, I'm the one touching it. I was going to say, so for those just joining, obviously today is the final day of October. Obviously, yes. It's also the final day for getting your name on the Wheel of Plinko, which will be drawn later in this stream. All you have to do is literally do exclamation mark Plinko. You could do it with or without an emote if you wanted to. But the aim is to basically touch the star in the center. Obviously, basically where I am, right in the middle, that's pretty much where you want to be, if you can. So yes, obviously anybody that does touch throughout this stream will be updated to the wheel. Now, at the end of this stream, obviously I will be doing 2 giveaways. One will be for the highest touches of the star throughout this month for the Plinko. There will be a second one where everybody who's touched it will go onto a wheel, which is already all set up. Obviously, anybody during the stream that's new will be added along the way. But yes, and obviously with that, you'll probably receive a £25 Steam gift card. Obviously, you will need to be my friend over on Steam for it to go through, because I'm literally sending it direct to your account. And obviously, whoever gets the highest will get a gift card of some kind for Steam as well. But yeah, exclamation mark Plinko, and yeah, go for it. Cool. Could you show me where young salmon go on a modded or vanilla map? I have no idea. At the minute, I have no idea, but give me the weekend to figure upon now, and I'm sure we can figure something out. Right, so this is a brand new save game. So this is actually going to be a quick test, because obviously one of the things that's been shown-ish is obviously on this map there is a buildable, but it's a very, very unique buildable. And by the way, hey, David W. and anybody else just lurking, Ghost DK, welcome in, welcome back. So this map is called Kinlake, I believe it's pronounced. But yeah, just so you are aware, we are live both here on Twitch and over on YouTube. Hey, Scurvy, how you doing? Thank you very, very much for the lurk, much appreciated. So, yes. Obviously, I'll get it more into depth, but actually, I'm going to have to show you guys. So, I think it was yesterday on the Giants blogs over here. Obviously, they put out this right here. Obviously, this is all about the new productions, the constructions, the decorations that are coming with the new map that you guys will be getting next week. Now, obviously, it goes on about building the castle, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. It also comes to this right here. And obviously, this is something I pointed out to Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. So this is the windmill. So this is actually a constructible. However, once it is built, you can use it as a production to make flowers. Yes. Basically, this is a buildable factory or constructible factory. Now, obviously, for those who have been around the SGA for a while, watched Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, stuff like that, he's actually already got a glue factory that is set up in a similar way. However, there's certain things that, shall we say, is a little bit buggy at the minute. So yeah, one of the tests I want to do, and I want to do it live, is obviously with this, I actually know exactly where it is because I've already run a test to see how it all works in the map. So over here on plot 60, we're going to actually buy this. I'm going to buy it because that's where the windmill is basically. So we're going to visit it. Now, right now, if we come over here, obviously you will see obviously the barrier, the no trigger for the construction materials, stuff like that. Obviously in the bottom left there, you can see clearly all of the items it needs for that construction phase. But in addition, it'll also show you what it will be producing. And obviously they're actually set to running. Now the big thing is, with the glue factory that Green Thumb Farmer's already set up. Obviously, he's got it all set up, so the triggers are deactivated till it's built, stuff like that. But the problem is he can still distribute resin to the glue factory even before it's fully built. And obviously, we want to do a test to see whether or not Giants had that bug as well, or if they were able to come up with some way of stopping the distribution till it's fully built. So I'm not going to put any products in this. I'm going to leave it exactly how this is. However, I did download and installed Mr. T. Miller's little distribution silo, and I have no idea where he put it. I'm guessing it may not have been updated yet, so it might be under silos or productions. Actually, there it is. So we're actually going to dump this right next door. Overlaps with other... Yeah, of course it does. Let's override that. We'll dump it right there. And I'm going to go grab some grains. So, where's the main farm? There it is. So there... Oh, no. There's one right next door. So we're going to do a very, very quick test just to see whether or not this works. Heck. Where is the trailer? I know there's a trailer around here somewhere that I can use. Oh yes, let me get back on the gameplay so you guys can carry on with Plinko and the fishing game. There you go. There we go. So we're going to grab this and we're going to do a very, very quick test. And then what we'll do is we'll do a quick reload. And we'll have a little play on the map, shall we? Because obviously I know Mr. Big Daddy's already gone through and pretty much said everything I was going to say. But yeah. Right then. But yeah, obviously if you've got any questions during the stream, you're more than welcome to drop it in chat and we'll try and get it answered and figure things out. Now then, right, so we need to come into here, we'll come into here, we'll slap some wheat in, we'll only need one grain to do the test, so yes, there we go. So close, it is so close! Oh yes, that power is very close. Is it touching? Oh, not quite. It's literally about 2 pixels out. There we go, right then. I need to sort my wheel out because it's a little bit light at the minute, so let me just load up G-Hub and we'll get that sorted. Right, that should be more than enough. So if we come into here... right, wheat, there. Gonna change the output for the wheat so it distributes, because that's the only thing in here. Now, I don't think I need to activate it, so let's have a little look. So, we do now own the windmill, and we do have that. So, if I just up this speed a little bit, we'll see whether or not anything kicks in. Now, right now, I will show you, obviously, right now, the only thing showing in the production menu is obviously T. Miller's little crop distribution silo. The actual windmill itself isn't, and it doesn't show until you fully build it. So, I'm hoping... this shouldn't distribute too, so let me just up that a little bit more. We'll run it through an hour or so in game, and we'll see if any of that crop goes across. So there is the hour. I'm not seeing any grains in there yet. How much was actually in there? I should have actually recorded it. How much can that fill? So 19,300, okay. So 19,300. Obviously in here it's still 19,300. Okay, so far nothing yet is popping up. Obviously we've gone now through a full hour. Okay, let's do a quick test. So, we need 2 cement bags. Let's grab that quickly. So, general cement bag, right there. 1, 2, up at 3, 4, 5. I'll grab a few extras. We'll get this building. Okay, so it is processing at least the cement bag, but from the looks of it, and obviously we've now just gone past 11 o'clock. That's still showing the 19,300, And it is set to distribute. Let me activate that just in case. Normally I don't need to activate it for it to distribute, so let's see. Actually, I'll stay right here. Okay, we just hit 12 o'clock. Still no distribution of the grains. So looking at it, Giants have actually figured out a way. Yeah, it looks like they've actually been able to deactivate the distribution whilst building anyway. Obviously, the other thing being processed there is also the cement bags, which is going into building it. Now, one thing I can do is I can do a reload, because I still have my other save game active. I haven't deleted it yet, to see whether it distributes once it's fully built, because that's another thing as well that we could do a quick test on. There's my wheel sorted out. But yeah, at the minute, so far nothing, so that is kind of funky. Now we're now up to like 2 o'clock. I've gone through what, 3-4 hours now, so yeah. So we'll save that. Actually, to be honest, I don't even need to do it. Yeah, there's 19 stages to actually go through on there. It took me, using the EastDev tool, nearly a whole in-game year just spawning the pallets out when needed and stuff like that. So let's get in here. Let me add T Miller's silo as well. So distribution, and obviously his, don't need his category thing, do I? Yeah, a whole year almost. It was crazy. There was a couple of points where, and actually I was actually running the game at, I don't know, 50,000 times speed. It's like one of the highest speeds, and it was still processing as it was going. It was crazy. But yes. But hello there, Mr. Shawnee and Mr. Farmer Marks over on YouTube, by the way. Welcome in, buddies. And thank you very much for tuning in over on YouTube. Because yes, as always, we are live on Twitch and YouTube. Yes. But yeah, obviously, what I'm going to do is over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to actually take a break from PV Rivers Remastered. And I'm actually going to play this map a little bit for a little while. Hey there, T Miller, how you doing? And how's it going there, Mamadou? If you guys are not following T Miller, Mamadou, obviously Greta Farmer, Big Daddy, and Farmer Marks as well. Make sure to click on their links above there and give them a follow. They're great content creators. Obviously, some even modders, believe it or not. But yeah. But yes, we're going to test out Mr. T Miller's little silo to see whether or not that distributes over to the windmill as well. But yeah, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And also, if you're able to click on like the live button on the right hand side thing is, or the left hand side, be great. Right then, so over here we go again. Obviously, I've got a tractor right here. And look at this. Actually, let me jump through the morning, actually, because it's a little bit dark at the minute. Whoa, too far. Actually, yeah, it must have been about 5,000 then. Maybe 10 at the tops. There we go. There we go. Right then. The line will catch up in just a minute. So yeah, that's what it actually looks like once it's fully built, by the way, guys. Obviously, it will, once it's built, you will get this trigger being added, which is your unload trigger. And then this is where your pallets will be spawning. And the nice thing is, you can actually walk inside. It's quite nice looking here. And so that is very, very cool. There's actually another door upstairs right there as well that you can go into, which is very, very cool. Right, and so let's try this one more time. So we'll come into this construction. So I know it's under production. Thankfully, it's not too many in here. So we'll just shove this back down there. Oh, I need more money, don't I? Dang, okay. As this is just a test map. Try that again. There we go. And yes, I already have a trailer over here ready. But yes. What does it produce? So this basically this is a constructible T Miller. This is what I was just literally going on, but you may have missed it before coming in. But yeah, this is actually a constructible, but a windmill. But once it's built, it becomes basically a grain mill. You can put your grains into it to make flour. So it's a proper working, constructible grain mill, as it were. Windmill, grain mill, whatever we class it as. But yes. So we're just doing a little test. So what the first test we just did is obviously finding out, will it distribute grains to it whilst it's still being built? Basically a constructible factory, yes. Exactly, T. Miller. And obviously, as we all know, Green Thumb Farmer has already gone through and set up the glue factory for PV Rivers as a constructible. However, his still distributes the resin to go into the glue factory. Hey, Oppies, how you doing? So, right, so we're just doing a test. So, obviously, the first test we did just a minute ago was while it was still being built. Obviously, I put down your silo, set it to distribute, and it did not distribute at all. So, round 2 is to check if it will still distribute to once it's fully built, which it should. And as you can see here now, it actually shows as a production in the menu. Obviously, you got your barley, you got your oat, your rice, everything that you'd have in your grain mill. Obviously, it's in the windmill this time. So, first things first. Now, I just had a thought. Now, while I remember, upstairs, once you do have this built, this is where the trigger is to go into the menu. Now, let me set that on. We're going to set it to keep. Actually, no, I'll set it to spawn. We'll change that to spawn. There we go. And we'll see if that distributes over. Let's just up that time a little bit. Where are we? There. Gotta find the number. So we'll take that up to probably the hour. And as you can see, now that the production is active, the actual sales start turning as well. But yeah, you're going to need a lot of products, and there you go. It's just distributed some wheat straight over, and it's already started kicking in. So yeah, when it's being built, it will not distribute to, but once it's fully built, you can distribute products to it. That is very, very cool. Now, if only we could get access to the XML for this, because yeah, Green Thumb and myself could probably go in and really start going to town with a lot of the factories. Do you think anybody at Giants is going to watch this stream and say, Mr. or Mrs. at Giants, could we have an XML copy of the windmill? Or be able to let us know how it's done? It's just really the distribution side of things that we're kind of stuck, or Green Thumb's stuck with, because yes, all the rest of it, I think he's okay with figuring out. So yeah, but yes, there we go. So we should now have our first pallet spotting out in just a minute. Once it hits 1,000, and there we go. So yep, there we go. So as you see, I didn't unload any wheat into it. It did distribute straight from the silo over to it once it was built. So yes, but look at that. They don't have the fan on the back working yet, but that's kind of cool. But yeah, you got the cog wheel on the inside rotating, and obviously that would grind up the grains to make the wheat flour. That is cool. I like it. I like it. And obviously you can see it up here as well. That is very, very cool. Now the only thing is you cannot get any further up, I've noticed. I've tried, I've jumped, and I can't do it, so yeah. You need to look at the XML docs and see if they have added anything. Yeah. Yes, but there we go. That is very, very cool. That is very, very cool. The only problem is I don't have any access to... Oh, that's a point. I wonder. Hang on. I'm guessing this would be locked and built into the map, but... brand list... Production small, maybe? Yeah, debris crusher, that... Nope. Okay. Generic. Nope. Sawmill placeable. That's the one. Sawmill. Greenmill. Yeah, what a shame they didn't do it. Yeah, maybe if you want to, Green Thumb, we could always jump in Discord together later and have a little chat. Check a few things out, so... Yes, you know what you're particularly after, so... there we go. Anyway, so, yeah, one thing I will say is you're going to need lots of cement, lots of the... cement bricks, the big blocks and all that, rope, fabric. So, yeah, you really want to get this stuff up and running very quickly. But anyway, that is going to be it, because, yeah, I'm out of here. See you later. Only kidding. But, yeah, let me... quit that. So that has answered at least one or a couple of questions anyway. So the only thing now I've got to try and figure out is how the heck did they do it? Is that done by a lure scripting or something? And then one thing I will say is I love the new look to the game. Obviously you got your Highland cows right there, you got sheep, you got a dude over here fishing, you got geese flying over from looks of it, or ducks. There's a little church over there, so I like it. I like it a lot. Now, I don't know if everybody's got this, though. I'm pretty sure when I loaded up before I added the DLC for early access, it was still the normal image there. But yes, anyway, let's get in. Right, so I am going to keep that one for the minute. I'm going to keep that one for the minute. Screw it, let's go in here. Actually, no, because I don't want everything there. So I'm going to literally do a complete new start. And you can see how I'm setting all this up. So click on continue. There is so many. So I am, one thing I will say is I am running it from my PV Rivers mod folder. So everything that I've got on PV Rivers is right here. So I do need to go through and set up its own folder, I think, at some point. But right now, it should be fine. Shouldn't cause any issues or any errors. Now, one thing I will say is the DLC does work on PV Rivers Remastered and should work on Uncharted Valley. However, one thing I will say with Uncharted Valley, because it has the additional crops on there already, with the onions being added, it may cause an issue. So when it does come out, you may want to do it with, or add it onto a new save game and just see. Existing ones may be broken until the map gets an update. Ren, so we're going to go for that. I'm going to leave that off for the minute. I'm just going to select a handful of things, and I realised that the game was actually quiet because I'd muted it for the loading screen. But the music's still playing. I'm going to add you. I'm going to add my little truck, but I'm going to be using a lot of the in-game stuff. I'm going to leave that for the minute. We'll add that just in case. That. We'll add that. I'm not going to use that one for this time. To be honest, I've been trying to get out of using the enhanced vehicle mod for the lines. I prefer the base game stuff. Now, obviously, throughout the stream, if there is anything you want to see, you're more than welcome to ask. I will try and facilitate as much questions and answers as I can along the way. I'm just trying to think what I really want to add on for the minute. I don't think I need that yet. I do want to... I'm going to be using a lot of the basic game stuff, in all honesty, and I'll probably at some point over the weekend set up my own folder for the map to be used in, so I'm not going through everything on PV rivers all the time. We'll go with that, we'll go with that, we'll go with that, because I do want to try this trailer out as well. It's been out for a while, but I've never been able to really use it, so yes. Does auto drive work with the boat? Probably not, J-Dog. Probably not, but we can test that, actually. I'll have to go back up and add it in. We'll add that. I know that Universal Auto Load works with a lot of the vehicles straight off the bat, which is quite nice, so we'll add that. I might as well add my little wood distribution as well. But yeah, let's try auto drive as well, which is up the top here. I wasn't planning on adding it, but might as well. So here we go, right then. And we'll load up the log as well, and we'll just double check that everything is working. But yes, here we go, here we go. I doubt it, to be honest, but you never know. But we could give it a try. I know in previous versions, obviously on DashNet's maps, we've had the boats, and they've never worked fully correct, should we say? So yeah, you never know. But yes. And while I remember, happy Halloween, everyone. Seeing that amber jack o' lantern there just reminded me, yes, my daughter's actually out tonight. She's gone around her friends who's having a bit of a slumber party type thing going on. Just her and her friend, a couple of people, I think. So yeah, so I'm all alone at home with my wife. So yeah, she's in the living room watching some TV. I'm here in our bedroom, chilling out, taking it easy with you guys. It's great. But yes. But yeah, I do want to do a decent playthrough on it and check things out and stuff like that. Did you dress up in a costume for us? Maybe. I might be a big pumpkin. You never know. I could be painted. I could have painted myself in orange paint. And I could be a pumpkin here, or I could be a ghost. You never know. But one thing I will say is, however, I am wearing a lot of black today, and look a bit peely-wally, a bit white today. So I could be like a zombie or a ghost or something, I guess. What was I going to say? Yeah. So one of the things I noticed is in our bedroom, even our Wi-Fi, the new one, has a little bit of issues hitting the whole room. So I actually had a signal booster, Wi-Fi booster, and hey there, Johnny lad, how you doing, buddy? Evening to you too. So I've actually got that plugged in today, and while I was actually trying to find it, I also found my camera. So at some point, I might activate it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon. I'm kind of thinking right before Christmas, actually. So yes, but at least it's there. It's on top of my computer monitor, but it's not plugged in. So. Right then, so right, let me do one thing first. Let me save that, and I'm going to turn off the autosave for just the minute, because obviously we do have someone asking our first question. Now then, obviously, let's run through quickly. So this is obviously your main farm area. Also, we do have the... Actually, might as well show you what do you get here. What do you get? Let's see. Are you a great pumpkin that rises out of the... No. I was raised in something else, but I'm going to say. I'll keep that PG. So, first thing first. What land do you actually own when you come into a new save game? So, let's plot across. So, first of all, not a lot. Really? Also, you got your main farm, so you got 49, 50, field 20, field 35, field 22, and 23. So, a good start, I think. Obviously, on field 50 right here is your cows. And obviously, that already has 15 Highland cows in here already to rock and roll. Hello! So yeah, you do have animals up from the start go. Obviously, if we come into here, you can see we do have an 8-month, a 3-month, and a 0-month. Oh no, that's not the right one. I want that one. Oh, okay, so there must be sheep as well here somewhere. So there you go, 18 months, 6 months. There you go. So 5, 5, and 5, and somewhere on the map as well, we do have sheep. Oh yeah, I know where that is. It's on the farm here. 4, 3, and 3. So yeah, so you're gonna need to get in, get some, either sell these cows off the bat, make some money, or start getting some TMR into that pen. Now the actual sheep itself, they're actually in here. I remember now. So literally just around from where you were literally spawned in. Obviously there's the T8 there. There is your little sheep barn, and obviously you got your baby sheeps there and your adult sheeps. Right here is where your pallets will spawn of wool, and obviously that's where your bales and stuff need to go. Now obviously it will take, I believe, actually that's one thing I was wondering. Okay, so it's already starting you out with 4,500 litres of feed in there, so you don't need to worry about getting any bales straight away, but you want to get them fairly soon. So obviously we do have obviously the T8 there, we've got a seeder back here, there's a bag of seed, we do have the Skoda in the garage ready to rock and roll. Obviously you got Grandpa there. We have the Massey Ferguson, a combine with the header and header trailer on the farm. It's a decent sized farm actually, I kind of like it. Very realistic, they've done a really good job of it. So the goal of Precision Farming PF Plinko is to avoid the start at the cost. Yeah, I'm not sure about the PF. What's PF Plinko? Oh, so the goal of Plinko is to avoid the start at all costs. Yeah, you do seem to be doing that. Yeah, what is going on? Hang on, let me get in there too. I know I got there earlier, right at the very beginning. I don't know. Hello? Oh, I don't know. Anywho, let's carry on quickly. So we do have the JCB tractor in the shed here with weight, a cultivator, and obviously there is a front loader and a pallet fork here as well that could be used on there. I'm pretty sure that is all of the equipment over here that you start out with. We've got loads of sheds, we've got bunkers, this area at the back here. Oh yeah, there's a silo, I just walked right over. We've got this area at the back here that you do own as well, that you can quite easily make a little production area. Oh, that's interesting, I never noticed that. So I'm guessing that's where you unload your grains, and this is where you pick it up. Oh, that's kind of cool. I wonder... Sorry, I just had a crazy thought. I was kind of wondering, does this have like a fill plane underneath here? No, it doesn't. Okay. I was just kind of wondering whether you'd have like little piles of wheat and barley and stuff popping up under there, but maybe not. But yeah, there we go. So we've got a silo there. Obviously, that's the output right there on the side of the shed there. And also, one of the things I was thinking, with obviously watching Big Daddy there, obviously where he put down his onion bagger, as it's called, I was kind of thinking what you could potentially do. You've got this lovely rickety old shed here. You could maybe put it down on one side here, have the pallet spawning out at the bottom end, and then just basically park up your truck next to it, and you can have it set to auto load every now and again and pick up your bags, and it keeps it all nice and dry. But yeah, you also do need like the place anywhere mod, stuff like that. But it's an idea, just an idea. But there's a whole load of area. I know in, I think it's the pictures that Giants have put out. I think they've used it. I think it's actually in this courtyard here or something. They put it down. But yeah, it's not bad. I'm kind of wondering, are these usable? Maybe not, I don't know. But hello, wait, open up. But yeah, it is very realistic with a typical Scottish style farm is what I will say. But lots of gates to open up, jump in and out, fences. Now, obviously, one of the things I don't know whether you can delete some of the fences and walls and stuff that's around here, but make sure when you are wandering around to keep your eyes out for collectibles as well. There's little glass jars around, or bottles, you say, they have to pick up to collect. I'll show you one in a little while. In addition to the last little bit, hey Madeira, how you doing, my dear? And Crushed Nuts, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. If you guys are not following Madeira, make sure to click on that link, give her a follow, guys. So yeah, the last few things, obviously, we do have the budding trailer right there. Nice, I like that. We do have a forage wagon for picking up your straw. Obviously, we got a mower here for doing your grass. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, actually, one thing I can do, I realised this the other day, is I can tab with my joystick. I haven't deactivated it yet. So there you go, there you go, there you go. So that is everything you currently own. So I'm not missing anything. However, there is one other piece of equipment that you can use even though you don't own it. So over on the dock over here, once you get into doing the fishing stuff, there is this little forklift that you could temporarily use, or you can use, to load and unload your boat. And actually, as we're over here, we might as well do this quickly. So, with this, there is basically 2 vehicle shops on this map, technically. One is your normal one, which is where, also if I come into here and I buy... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy the Can-Am. And I don't know if Big Daddy showed this off, but under the wheel setup, if you actually click to the right, you get a crawler version as well. Isn't that cool? I like that. I do. Right, I'm going to keep it on the EU because obviously we're over this side of the pond. I will add the attachment. Now, one thing is, it's very limited on what can be attached, so bear that in mind. And I'll add the chainsaw as well for the minute. Well, we're going to buy that. Now, one thing you can do, if you come back one, make sure this is still highlighted. Hit the combinations there, and it will show you what you can attach to. So right now, the only thing it's showing is this trailer. And this is for basically water and stuff like that. One of the things I wanted to check is... Obviously, this is the bigger water trailer, and it looks like it's got the same attacher, so I'm actually going to release this a sec and want to see whether or not I can attach to it. It's a little bit bigger than the actual thing. It's kind of crazy, but we'll see. But this thing can have like a snowplow on the front and all that sort of stuff. Let's see. Oh, okay. It can. So basically anything that has the little ball hitch should technically connect to it. That's kind of crazy. It looks terrible. That looks terrible, but okay, it works. It works. Way to go, Dead Soul. Finally, somebody apart from me has finally touched the star today. Let me get that added, because obviously, yes. Because you never know, Mr. Dead Soul could be the person who wins. But yes, exclamation mark, Blinko. But yeah, where are we? Oh, let me, hang on a sec. What kind of nice farm is this? You're good. Oh, good. Glad to hear it. So yes, so Madeira, this is Kinlake, I think it's pronounced. I really should figure out how to pronounce it. It's basically the Highlands Fishery map. So if you haven't seen this before, so it's a map based in Scotland, and it's just obviously giant standard size map. You have hang on, I'm just trying to figure out how many fields are on there. Where's the highest number? I think it's around about 50 or 60 fields on here. We also have onions being added as a new crop. There's also fish being added as a new animal, along with Highland cattle. But the big thing is what we were just checking out is obviously down on plot 60 is the windmill. And for those who have played Dashnet maps, obviously for quite a long time, he's had buildable factories. Giants has created a constructible windmill that basically could be used as a grain mill once it's fully built. It's great. So yeah, it's very, very cool. It is very, very cool. So now that we've checked that out quickly, so over here, so like I said, so yeah, your initial vehicle shop will be right over here by field 5. However, if I come back over here, we have a kind of a second shop for your boats. Yes, I said boats. So if you haven't seen any of the information about the map, boats and fishing are coming into FS25 for you guys next Tuesday. Also, if we come over here and hit the R key, we can buy a cargo vessel for 275,000, which I am going to. And obviously that is going to drop it right in front of you. In addition, there is a small sports boat that you can buy for 55,000 as well. Isn't that cool? That is very, very cool. And obviously that will actually get dropped. I think it's right next door to you. So with the Lizard cargo ship, this you can actually drive like a normal boat that's been on a PV map. So let me try and jump over there, and I can't do it, dang it. We'll do it that way instead. So you can actually get into this, you can drive it around. It's not the greatest of speeds, I will say that. It takes a little bit to get up to speed as well. But on here, this is basically used to transport pallets from the shore to an ocean fishery and back again, which we'll get to in just a minute. Actually, I might as well show all of this off. Like I said, I'm actually going back and it's not working. Come on, come on! Back up, I want to go back up, because I want to load that forklift on top, onto this vehicle. Come on. Thank you. Of course, very slow. That's the only thing I will say. It's definitely not like boats that Dave's put out, is it? They're quite fast and break quickly and stuff. But yeah, we'll get there in just a sec. We'll get there, we will. Now this does have straps on the deck, by the way, so you can strap your pallets down. It also has a crane that you can actually use to grab the pallets off of the dock or the fishery that we'll get to in just a minute. You can also put the ramp down and use the forklift to drive on and off if you wanted to. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do a quick little... Might as well show this part off because, yep, you've seen a lot of it, but some of you guys ain't. Let me drop that down. So to lower the ramp, by the way, if you weren't aware, you use both... You hold down both mouse buttons, both left and right, and then just go back and forth, or actually towards and away, to raise and lower it. I'm just going to come back a little fraction to right about there. Stop. Oh, I haven't got the thing turned off. That's what it is. It's because I usually have the automatic turn off. Sorry, it's right, and that should be hopefully okay. We'll find out in a minute, see how good my driving is, because obviously I've seen this in the videos that Giants use this to drive on and off of. I might be able to go back a bit further, but that will do. We'll see how crap my driving really is. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. We can get on there, so that's kind of ish. Yeah, if I was a little bit further back, it might help though. Come on, come on. Come on. No, I've ditched it. Oh well. But yeah, you get the idea. Oh, actually, I've got a little something in here. We'll take it back off because, yeah. There we go. But yeah, obviously, if you've got it positioned correctly, you should be able to drive on and off. Okay. Now, for those who haven't seen anything, so let's come into here and show you what your vehicles are going to be. You're going to be getting. So you get your Can-Ams, you got a scooter, you got some JCB tractors, you got a new Dutva, the new T8000 there. You got some cedars, planters, stuff like that coming. loads of trailers, sprayers, spreaders. There's a whole load of things, obviously including harvesters for your onion, swathers for your onions. There's a machine that picks up stuff like that. There's even fishing. Obviously, one of the things you can do is you can actually grow your own fish. So on the map itself, there's a pre-placed fish hatchery. Oh, I keep going the wrong place. So over here, if we jump over there for just a minute, obviously you can place them down anywhere else because they are in the placeable category. They've got their own category now as well. So if we come into constructions, onto here, if we go into where the factories are and just tap across, you'll find a new category called aquaculture. Obviously, we do have the offshore ones, we'll get to in just a minute. But we do have the young fish breeding pens, as they're called. We also have ponds. Now, the pond, just so you guys are aware, or the lake should say, these lakes and these young fish breeding buildings can be used on other maps. However, as we've now found out, salmon cannot be used on other maps. Obviously, with these will actually give you young salmon and young trout. The young trout can actually go into these lakes, but the young salmon has nowhere to go on modded and base game maps right now. However, on this map, we do have these offshore aquacultures that will take both the young salmon and the young trouts, along with fish food as well. Now, with these, let me come over, find some waterways. Actually, where the heck's my boat? That'd be an easier idea. I think over here. Yep, there we go. So it's a nice map, I will say that. So with this aquaculture, so obviously you're not just getting a 1x2. If you actually see, there's a customize option with the F key. So you get a 1x2, you can have a 2x2, a 3x2, and a 4x2. So depending on how much fishing you really want to do, or how much fish you want to produce, it's entirely up to you. Now, one nice thing is, as you can see, it does have fish visuals inside these pens. Same with little lakes. Once you put the fish in there, you get little visuals of fish. Same with the hatcheries, as I like to call it, the little placeable breeder. Inside, there's little fish tanks, as it were, where you actually see the fish swing around. It's kind of cool. I like it. The only problem is, this right now cannot be used on other maps. Same with boats. That's the only downside. But yeah, like I was saying, with the salmon, there's no other sell points, there's no productions you can put them into, there's no ponds you can put them into. So right now, salmon doesn't really have a use. So bear that in mind when you get through to playing it. So Giants is no green. Yeah, prejudice, no green. Oh, I know. Well, the big thing is obviously they wanted to push the John Deere brand. Obviously, that's the new tractor this time around type thing, isn't it? So, yes. But yeah, these are kind of cool. So I said, actually, I don't know if it'll let me go in. Oh, it does. So with these little, I keep wanting to call it a hatchery. It's more of a breeding facility, I suppose. We do have these little ponds right here where you actually, once you put the fish food in and such, you start seeing little fishies swimming around. It's kind of cool. And obviously with those young fish, once they are ready, they will spawn out here. You can then take them to either the lake that's placeable, or to that ocean, the offshore fish thingamabob. See, I just call it a fish farm. It's easier. Why can't they have just called it a fish farm? But yes, it's kind of cool. But yes, so yeah, you can drive on. No, well, On modded maps, no, you cannot sell the young salmon. I'm pretty sure on here you can. Actually, just out of interest. Where is it? Time saving stock check. I haven't got that there, so it won't show. That's the wrong menu. I want. Where is it? Selling menu. Where is the selling menu gone? I don't go and see it that often. There we go. So it's young. So why in it? Young. So young salmon, young fish. So there is a sell price at the fish market. However, that fish market is not a placeable, from what I understand, and it's only on this map. So yeah, it would have been, I don't know, maybe by the time it comes out, there may be something added to the DLC in part of an update or a quick fix to give you something. But obviously, if you were to grow the salmon, you have a big farm kiosk, you've got the fish market, you got Goldcrest Valley, seaside restaurant, and the warehouse that will all accept it. Same with the trouts. So, but yeah, maybe next week that may change for base game and modded maps with the younglings. And also being able to grow the salmon itself, because you can't do that either, so yeah. And it's not in the farmer's market either, so yeah. It's a pain. You can sell... Is it? I might have missed that actually during Big Daddy, so yeah, you never know. Well, you got a fish market, they don't have a farmer's market though. That's the thing. And depending on how it's being brought in, it may not even have a proper sell point over there. I didn't actually check, to be honest. But yes, this is a lovely map, by the way. Obviously, one of the things I wanted to do is actually get in and maybe have a little play. So we'll see. Really, actually, that's going to bug me. Let me check something. Let me quit. Because obviously I don't want to own that boat quite yet and stuff like that. But yeah, let's have a little quick look at PV Rivers, because we do have it here. So here's my save game. All I need to do is add that. And what else do I have? Oh, we'll just do that. Now there is a couple of things I will say is with this DLC being released, the onion will work on base game and modded maps without any editing. The majority of the fish stuff will work as well. In addition, obviously, one of the things I haven't shown off yet is obviously there is a fishing rod you can catch, or you can buy, I should say, and you can go to any waterways on any map and catch fish as well. Trout and salmon are everywhere now. It's great. Yeah, that was one of the things I did test yesterday myself as well. Because, yeah, I've had this since yesterday. I've been a little bit preoccupied with other things, so I haven't really done too much testing on this map. But I do know that there is a couple of warnings that it is throwing from the DLC to do with stone and coal. I think what it is trying to look... The map is trying to look into the DLC, but can't find it properly, so I need to maybe speak with Mr. Dave to see what he says about it. But yes, Giants have added basically a coal palette into the new map. Not quite sure why the stone is, so yeah, we'll have to figure things out. But I did do a test. I did plant some onion on a test map for PV Rivers, and it grew fine. I was able to harvest it and everything. So yeah. And the big stone pallet? Yeah, that's the other thing. Well, that might be why we're getting a stone issue. Yeah, there's a big stone pallet, but depending on what they named it as, we may have to go through and change a few things. And well, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, if I do see Mr. Dave in Discord or streaming over the weekend, we'll try and jump in and beat him up and say, come on, help us out. Only kidding. Only kidding. But apart from that, the log is pretty clean. Obviously, the usual couple of error or warnings, you say, for the grass. That's about it. Obviously, I haven't got loaded up JD's map yet, so I'm guessing it could be the same. But like I said, use it with care, because obviously on JD's map, there is the additional crops already added, which may end up breaking the map with the onions. So you may want to take a copy of your save game once you've done the update. If you're getting the DLC, load it onto a separate save game and just check that everything is working fine, there's no issues. If there is, then yeah, you could be screwed for a while. And to be honest, I don't think there's any rivers on Uncharted Valley anyway, so I don't think you'll be able to do the fishing over there. Anywho, right, so what was I coming over here for? I can't remember. What was I coming here for? Oh yeah, the fish, the young fish and stuff. So if we come into here, oh, I keep going to the wrong one. Should be that one. So let's have a little look. So if we come to the bottom here, obviously, yeah, young salmon and young trout. There is no sell points at all there at the minute. Trout does have a sell point. It can go to Aldi, the Farmers Market, the museum, Starbucks, Subways, Taco Bell, and Whataburger. So, yep, there is sell points for the grown trout at least. Now, depending on the salmon, God, there's too many products on here. It's terrible. So, the salmon, same thing again. So, yeah, the grown fish, so the grown salmon and the fully grown trout do have sell points. Multiple sell points, to be honest. But yeah, it's just those babies at the minute. And obviously, you can grow your trout, young trout, which is fine. But yeah, we do need something added to grow the young salmon. And to be honest, it's not too hard to set up a little mod, should we say, to grow the salmon. It really, really isn't. But yes, everything else is there, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, oh, that's what I was going to look at. P here, constructions. I know Big Daddy looked as well, but I was kind of curious myself. So that's everything we've had base game wise. That's base game wise. This one is the Highlands Fishery. I'm hoping it's going to start scrolling. And it's not going to, is it, for me? I was kind of wondering, I might have to have a look at these. I wonder. Let me just do this a sec. 1, 2. No, that's just for stone, isn't it? Just out of interest. Yeah, still. Oh, still nothing there for the youngs. But the bigger versions do have those sell points. Okay. So yeah, we just need to try and figure out a way of growing the young salmon so they're fully mature, so then they can be sold. But I'm sure before we know it, someone will create, I don't know, maybe a placeable lake that you could put the salmon into and grow them up. Really? Interesting. He may have a mod conflict there, though. Also, is he up to date? Is he fully up to date? I don't know. I really don't know. But by the way, just so you're aware, I just crashed the game. That's why it's gone black for a minute. It's just reloading now. But interesting. Interesting. But yeah, I could actually envision seeing that one, wasn't it? I can actually see Dajnet's fish hatcheries coming back, maybe to just for the salmon growing, for example. But yeah, you could even quite easily make a little placeable lake, like how they've got theirs set up, and yeah, it's no different to anything else production-wise. So yes. The one you grow the trout in, yeah. But yeah, we will see. We will see. We can either that or Nice Giants, like I said, maybe can do a update before Tuesday for you guys, so something gets added in. I actually have no idea who you're meant to report things to. I still have no idea. But maybe that's something they could do a quick edit on that little lake to add a salmon version for. Oh, bugger. Sorry. I wanted to, because there was something else I wanted to look at, because Big Daddy didn't go quite far enough. And it's on the Riverbends map. The kiosk on my game took both grown trout and salmon, just not the young versions, yeah. At least if I remember rightly, that was so long ago. Ah, okay. Yeah, I think next week I'm definitely going to be starting a proper playthrough on this map. But yeah, I wanted to check something. I might as well go into this one. There's a little test. I've got to activate that. No, I'm going to do a fresh one. No mods. Riverbend, not really bothered about any of that, but I'm definitely going to turn you off. Continue, deselect all. We'll just activate the DLCs. Start. So, I'm sure most of you by now know that Riverbend actually has a fish hatchery farm on it. Unfortunately, Big Daddy didn't go quite far enough along on the river to find it. And it's quite a large area. I'm kind of wondering, if you activate the DLC, does that area become active? I don't know if it does or not, but I thought I'd have a quick look myself. You know, well, that's what I was thinking. Obviously, now you've got the DLC, will it activate that area so you can actually get in there and grow your fish and stuff like that? And obviously, yeah, Big Daddy, obviously, I know when he was going around, obviously he was running around in places, and I don't think he went to the right spot. I don't remember seeing it. Because the area I'm thinking, if I can remember where the heck it is, I'm trying to remember where the heck it is. Was it over this area here? I think it is, actually. This right there. Maybe? Let's jump over here. I didn't even add in the easy dev tool, so I can't just fly. Oh, actually, I can fly. If I can remember the command, GS flight, player flight. That's what I want. Toggle. If I can remember it. Come on. There we go. Oh no, I got a jump out of it. Oh, there we go. Is it? Is it? Oh, dang it. There we go. Right. Get there eventually. Right, so this area right here is what I'm thinking. Also, we've got pits right here, which could technically be used for raising fishing and such. Look at that, see? Now, out of interest, I can't remember all the keybinds. So, but obviously the gate is still closed. Maybe it's something that Giants could add in later. Because look, we've got a huge area right like this, for example. You could quite easily grow your young salmon and your young trout on. Obviously over here you could be for growing your babies, as it were. So, at the minute it doesn't look like they've done anything really with this area. But see, now seeing this, I could almost see people going into this map, making an edit to make it a proper fish hatchery type thing, or even making it into a placeable. What is up here? Oh, okay, that is fenced off as well, but yeah. But yes, okay, I wanted to check that, but yeah, that is what I was basically on about Mr. Big Daddy, this area right here, earlier. And what's really interesting is, for those who've watched Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, you might even recognise this building here potentially. You may or may not recognise it. I do. I certainly do. Anywho, that's enough of that. Right. Exit. There we go. Let's see. Mr. Big Daddy says, hold on, I will check real quick. Okay. Right, so anyway, let's try this out, shall we? Third time lucky, fourth time lucky? Let's go into that one. So that's got all of... I'm not activating precision farming at the minute. I just want to enjoy it without all that extra baloney at the minute. Maybe later on, who knows? But yes. We shall see. No entries for me this month. Really, Mr. T. Miller? Let me check. No, you do actually, Mr. T. Miller. You have touched it once. That Plinko star is a little bit loose of late, but yes, you have touched it earlier on this month. Once. So, let's see. Grown salmon and trout go into the small and big farm kiosk. Grown trout and grown salmon go into a lot of places on the PB Rivers map, such as Taco Bell, Whataburger, etc. Yeah, so that's basically what I was seeing as well. But yeah, it's just those young fish that don't seem to have a sell point. Which is fine. It's fine, don't worry. We'll figure things out. But yes, Kinlag, or Kinleg, whatever you want to pronounce it, is definitely a pretty Scottish fishing and farming area. But yeah, you do have like a buildable castle that you can build. Obviously, you got the windmill that we were showing off earlier. I'm trying to think what else is buildables in here. I'm sure there's other things as well, but that's the only two that's jumping out at me right now. But yeah, obviously there is lots and lots of collectibles as well on here. There's messages in the bottle. Is this map out? It'll be coming out on Tuesday, the 4th of November. So next Tuesday. So, yes. And obviously, if you haven't got the Season 1 pass and you do want to get it, you're more than welcome to use my partner code, which is Alpaca. However, obviously, I do want to push Mr. Dashnet as well and Mr. Big Daddy, because they are more important than I am. Obviously, Dashnet is DAJNET as a partner code when you go to checkout. And obviously, I think Mr. Big Daddy is what? Big Daddy, maybe? I can't remember what his is. But yeah, if you go over to their Twitch accounts, I'm sure there's something over there where you can click onto it and it'll take you over to the Giants website, and it'll automatically add their partner codes. Did you find Stonehenge area? Yes, there is one Dawn B here, by the way. It's not far from the farm. I believe, is it right here? I think it is. Let me go to flight mode and then we'll take a little... Actually, I can teleport over there. Field 2 right here. So you've been this. Right there. There's a little henge. Well, it's not actually technically a henge, is it? I don't think. I don't think it's actually classed as a henge. But yes, there we go. I found it, don't worry. And I also know, and this is the one for Madeira, and anybody else who has not seen this. So, in this map, we have these little things. Little messages in the bottle. These are your collectibles, okay? Obviously, if you get up close enough and hit the old R key, we get this popping up this time. This is kind of cool. Yes, this tells an entire story. So this one right here is obviously chapter 10. Obviously, you can read it on your own time. But yes, I know where a couple of them are, and I could show another one off because I know Big Daddy was quite close. Actually, I know 2... Off the top of my head, I can think of 2 that I found earlier. But yeah, there's 12 of these to find. So we'll close that because that is the first one. Oh, should I do the spoilers? I might as well. So I know during Big Daddy's stream, let me go over here. So we do have a lot of productions built into the map. Obviously, if you want to get into the fishing side of things, you will need to have certain oils, and I think it's certain grains, okay, to go into the production. And obviously this is the built-in fish food production. Now, obviously when he was over here, I mentioned that he was quite close to a collectible. Now that is a cool little car, and it's a right-hander too. Now, why can't the other things be right-handed? That one's right-handed. Nice little mini there. That's right-handed. Oh, look at that as classic. I haven't seen one of these in years. That's right-handed. That looks almost like a little Porsche. But yeah, that's a little right-handed. So why is all of the vehicles that we drive in left-handed? Go figure. But yes, just to show you how close. So see, that's where Mr. Big Daddy was. And if I kind of look down, oh look, what's that? Tucked in by the little fishnets here is number 6. So there's a second one for you guys. So there's 2 that you can grab straight away. There is another one, but I'm not going to show you where that is right now. Maybe on Monday's stream, okay? But I know that along this train line somewhere there is another one. I'm not going to say where exactly, but there's quite a few around. Now, one thing is, while I think about it, let me come into here a second. Go to stats. So yeah, collectibles 12. So all 12 of those collectibles for this map are these little stories as well. So yeah, it's kind of cool, isn't it? Now then, first things first, let's get over to my farm. But like I said, if you've got anything you want to ask or you want to see, you're more than welcome to ask. I think right now what I'm planning on doing is making a start on getting things harvested. So, with the lands that we own, 35, 20 and 23 are currently ready to rock and roll. So 35 looks like it is grass, so that'll need to get mowed at some point. But we do have some wheat and we have some barley. Now one thing, oh yeah, the cows are here, and we do have sheep as well that we're going to need to cater for. This is going to be fun. Because obviously the cows need TMR. Oh, dang. But we're going to just crack on with it, I think. And, but yeah, obviously if there is anything you want to see, like I said. Oh yeah, the train. I haven't seen the train yet on here. But yeah, they've got a beautiful old steam engine train on here. It's kind of cool. I might have to show one of my stepsons because they're really into these old tractors and such. And not tractors, trains. But I might actually get the hired helper up and running on this thing first of all. And we'll see if I can go find it quickly. Yeah, we've got this field right here, right outside the gate. This is our wheat field, I believe. So there we go. Get this up and running. Get this on, open up. But yeah, I do want to do a nice little playthrough on this map, just to check it out, get some productions up and running. Hopefully figure a few things out along the way. And yeah, I'll just have a nice break from rivers, I guess. There we go. So we'll get this started. Mr. Hired Helper, go. Now, there is the train right there. I don't know if it's the right one, but I can see it coming up. Here we go. Perfect timing. Look at that. Choo choo. Look at that. Oh yeah. So, what was that, 4 carriages? Maybe 5? That was very, very quick and cool. Can we... I'm trying to find... Where's the train? Where's the train? I'm going the wrong direction. It's down here somewhere. Oh, I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss it. It's right behind me. There it goes. Choo-choo. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5 carriages, yeah. Oh, out of interest, can I? No. Oh, might have done. I don't know. Dang it. I'll have to try. I was trying to see whether whether it had autoload on that last carriage there. Love the sound of it. Yeah, I might actually rent it. Shall we? Well, actually. Find where's the top train spot? Is it there? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, the good old ticket machines. Love it. Right then, we're going to rent train, so return. So that should be back in a little while. We'll give it a little bit of a drive, shall we? And I'm going to have to, yeah, definitely show one of my steps, the eldest stepson. He loves steam engines. He's actually got a little placement at a old steam engine place as well. He actually helps out with the gardens and such like that, and keeping the lines cleared. So yeah, this might be something for him. How are we doing? 3.2. It's getting there. Kilometers away. Now, out of interest, so I did add in the enhanced loan mod just to have a little look. So take a loan. So off the bat, with obviously I haven't purchased any land on here yet or nothing, I can get, what's that, 205, what's that, 1 2 3 1 2, a 2 million loan, really? Holy heck, that'll take forever to not pay off. £2 million loan. I had to, that's why I was counting. It's like crazy. Yipes. That would allow me to buy a few properties, and now just waiting for this trade. So, let's have a little look. So. Going from top to bottom. So right here we have obviously that fish food factory that we were at just a minute ago. We also have a fish market and a fish market. Go figure. We have an industrial building of some kind, which is, I guess, a sell point. We have a coal blast furnace, which is a sell point. There's a magical toy sell point. We have a bakery and cake sell point. Coming across, we have a bakery that you can actually buy and make your bread. Obviously, my aim is to get the buildable products and get that windmill done. Mr. Green the Farmer, thank you very much for that fart number 6. Over here we do have an electric charging station, some more of the sell points at the back right there. We have a carpenter's over here. I'm going to just primarily go with just the productions, I guess. Oh, the train is getting back, so we'll need to be quick. Obviously, over here we do have your young fish breeding, which is pre-placed. Obviously, you can put it down any way you want if you wanted to. Just having a little look. So over here we have a vegetable processing plant. We have a quarry, which will do your large stones, or big stones, whatever you want to call them. We have a spinnery. We have a stonemasons. We have a sawmill. I'm not quite sure. I don't like the sawmill on here. It doesn't look quite right. But we do have a BGA on here. And I think... Oh no, yeah, got that one right there as well, which is a little tailor shop as well. So, yeah, you got a few pre-placed productions in there that you obviously can buy and get going. Now, I'm pretty sure there's an oil factory as well over here, but I can't remember where the heck it was. I might have missed it. They're all them. But yeah, this is obviously your vehicle shop right there and stuff like that, so it's kind of cool. I like it. But yeah, there we go. So you can get actually a proper look at it now. Let me see if I can... There we go. Get rid of the HUD itself. And hey there, Fall Guy. How you doing, buddy? Or Guy Fox, should say. It is your day. Let me see if I can remove a few things just to show this off. That. So there you go. You can actually see the whole thing now without obstruction. So we've got a beautiful, beautiful steam engine right there. Obviously, this obviously would run off of coal. But yeah, we've got a grain cart right here. Let me go back on this station here. Obviously, you've got your cart for your grains to go into. That's obviously an open-topped version right there. Same with this one. This is probably more... Actually, I'd say this is more for like mining materials, maybe. I don't know. But then obviously you got your wood carriage. And obviously a flatbed. Now, obviously with the flatbed, that was the one I was curious about. See, I'm actually looking at that, and it looks almost like it can be auto-loaded on... Because obviously you got the box there. Same at the back there. And obviously it does have the little box in the middle for where you normally adjust it. Out of interest, has anybody gone onto the base game maps to see if the trains will auto-load pallets onto them and logs? Because that's what that looks like to me. Just out of curiosity. Obviously I know in 22 they used to do that, but I don't know if it's been activated correctly in 25. But anyway, so yeah, that is the train that's on the map. Oh, that is so cute. Look at that little train planter as well. Sorry, getting sidetracked, but yeah. Ah. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's cool. That is so cool. Actually, yeah, okay. Okay, enough. Right in. I'm going to shut up for a little while, and you guys can listen to this beautiful train. And yes, it even has the horn, the steam thingy going as well. Oh heck. Do 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 do. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, it's Farm Sim, not Harry Potter. Oops. But yes, that is very impressive. But yeah, we definitely need this on other maps as well. Oh, what is that? That's the. Oh, that's one of the. Yeah, I remember. Rent places. Yeah, even the steam is coming out quite nicely. Could be maybe a little bit darker, but overall it's not too bad as a steam engine. But yeah, obviously got your pistons chugging along quite nicely there. Either side on the wheels there. Oh, it's cool. Uh-oh. Now that would have been a crash. The could... There we go. That, I don't know if it was it just me or was this bridge a little bit low? But yeah, that was kind of cool actually. Oh, I might even have to show both of my stepsons that. That was very, very, very cool. Choo choo. Oh look, we've got mushrooms. And see, this is nothing. They've really gone into the depth as well. So I don't know if you guys were noticing, but as we were coming along there, in the forest, I think it was back there, there's these even tents pitched inside the forest and stuff. Excuse me. We've also got little mushrooms and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. But yes, anywho, let's go see how my little hired worker is doing. So yes. And also I've got to keep an eye on the time because... Oh, let me bring everything back actually so you guys can carry on again. There and there. Also, you got a little, I'll say about 10 minutes and I'll do the Plinko draw. So, exclamation mark, Plinko guys in chat. There we go. And any more takers? Oh, jeez. Don't be here. That went straight through. OMG. Dang, it is really being nasty to you guys, isn't it? Let's have a look. You are... Oh, I just realized my HUD. There we go. What, dude? What? You can... Oh, man. Really? Are we going to have to actually move this manually, are we? My gosh. But actually, just out of interest, while you're going, do we have a field of onions in here? I'm pretty sure we do, to show some of you guys. So we do obviously have onions being added. We've got one field right here. A visit. There we go. Look at that. Rows of onions. Obviously, currently these ones are growing. Now, if we obviously come into here, we can actually look at the crop menu. And as we mentioned the other, was it last week we covered this? So planting is in March and April. And obviously harvesting is August and September. But looking at these, none of these are quite ready yet. Maybe next month. But yes, this whole load of equipment. Actually, let me come into you because I'm not quite sure exactly where everything is. But we do have, obviously, this guy right here, which will allow you to plant it. Not that. But you can... So this is one thing I did do on PV Rivers. I hired or leased this, and I leased this, and they do work together in tandem to increase your seed amount. So it might be worthwhile, but it used very little seed-wise on one of the starter fields for PV Rivers. It's actually the one that's ploughed when you first start up. I can't remember the number of it though. It's just below field 1, I think it is. It's either field 1 or just below field 1. That one right there. But yes. But yeah, and obviously harvesting-wise, it's kind of a little bit different. It's not just using a normal harvester for the onions, if you haven't seen this before. With onions, you have to actually go through and basically top it with this, but at the same time you can windrow the onions into nice little onions. Now when you got that, you can use one of two things, I believe it is. So you got this first of all, which will pick up the onions, but I thought there was a pull behind as well. I don't see it there. It might be under the root crops. One sec, let me just see. Nope. 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 Potato tech? I thought it was one of these. I thought this had... Oh yeah, there it is. So with this, when you've got the DLC active, you can actually switch it from potatoes to onions. And this will allow you to pick up onions with this as well. So it's kind of cool. But maybe next month we'll get in. I'm kind of curious. Okay, so they've done the same with that. So that can do either or. So it can do either potatoes, or you can select it to do onions. So you're basically removing the topper there. Okay. I get you. Ah. But yes, obviously these onions can go into their own productions to be either bagged, turned into soup, stuff like that. But that's kind of cool. Actually, out of interest, has anybody checked out the new dogs that were added last week as well to the game? Even though they're kind of useless in all honesty, let me actually sort out this, because this is going to do my head in. I like to turn the vehicle on when I get into a vehicle. So we're going to leave seasons on, 1 day for the minute, visuals with snow, definitely. Crop destruction, off. Periodic ploughing, I like to have on. I like to feel all that on, that could all be on. I'm going to leave disaster destruction on for the minute. Dirt could be left as normal. I want to turn that off. I'm going to keep that on. I think that's all I want. So I want to come to here. I'm just going to save that. But yes. What the whoa? What the whoa? What the whoa? Yes, yours kind of went all the way through the map there, Mr. Donby here. That one? Will that give me the feedback? I keep losing my feedback on my wheel. Nope. Okay. Not to worry. Actually, do you want to hear something really crazy? So, I mentioned the other day about one of my cousins. He's a farmer up in Scotland. He actually drives a a New Holland T8. So it's pretty much this tractor, I think, if I remember rightly. See, I'm sure it's a T8, he said. Then again, it could also be this one. But yeah, it's crazy that they added a T8 T20 into the game, considering this is what he does for a living. But as a oh yeah, that's another thing, the hobby. Obviously for Madeira, and anybody who missed it as well, I'm pretty sure you actually have it. But if you can find yourself a little bit bored and you want to do something a little bit different, let me jump over here. Oh, hello. Now that's kind of a nice vehicle shop, isn't it? If we come into number 1, you actually start off with a fishing rod. So yes, this is another thing that Giants added into the game as well, is the ability to do fishing. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to jump over here, but there we go. I made it. But on this map and any modded map with the DLC, you can purchase a rod and you can actually go fishing. All you literally do is hold down the left mouse button to cast, let go, then wait. And obviously, as you can see at the bottom in the middle there, it just shows a weight. And at some point, you might catch a fish. Depending when, I don't know. But yeah, this is one of the things that he does as a hobby as well. Is fly fishing. There we go. So obviously you got to strike, and then obviously you got to pull it in. So the aim, from what I understand, is to try and keep it with the fish, as it were. So as it goes up and down, you kind of want to bring it in. Now I did this earlier and I brought him in, but I don't know if you were just to do it constantly reel in. Will it pull it in? Ah, there we go. That answers that. So if you just hold it down, it will basically release the fish and snap. So it's very realistic, I suppose, in that sense. So you do have to keep winding in a little bit at a time. So there we go. So what I would recommend is trying to keep it in line with that little fishy, so the line where the hook is green, if you can. It's tricky, it really is tricky. But you just gotta keep being patient and bring it in and bring it in, and eventually, hopefully, you should be able to bring it in. Just gotta be patient. And obviously once you land the fish, you can either keep it or sell it. I don't know, I think it's sell or release, isn't it? Thinking about it. Come on, you're nearly there. I can see the white of your eyes, young man, on the hook. Come on, oh. Yeah, I'm terrible at fishing, by the way. This is why I don't do Fishing Planet anymore. Either or Big Daddy, there you go! Big Daddy should be proud, I caught a fish. But yeah, you've got trout and salmon. I don't know if it's random or if it's there's certain areas where they have different fish, but yeah. There we go. So yeah, you can sell it if you want to make a little bit of money yourself, or you can release it for nothing. To be honest, I'm going to release it, and because I'm quite nice. But yeah, that is yours when you start this map as a basic equipment. Right then. But yes, there we go. Let's see. So tractor, jumping into you. We'll get this sorted out now. And we'll go unload the combine. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh heck. Whoops. Yes, I crashed. I do apologize. There we go. So there we go, go. If you are a couple of $100 short from buying something, fish for a bite, and you're, yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, I think it's more of just something to do as a little bit of fun, really. So, but yeah, if you are a little bit short, a couple of $100 short, yeah, might be worth it. What the heck was that? And Liankin 11111, thank you very much for the follow. Hopefully I didn't break your name too much, but yes, hello and welcome. Fishing would be good if you're doing a survival series. Yeah, obviously you could go into like the forest, for example. Here you go, I can turn that off now. Yeah, maybe you can camp out in the forest, do playthrough like Daggerwin would do, but live in one of the tents in the forest, come into town, do little jobs for the local farmers, do a bit of fishing to eat your supper type thing to keep it going. I can see that being a thing. Oh yes. Oh yes indeed. Start from scratch type thing, yeah. Lakin? Hopefully that's right. Lakin? Well, welcome in there, buddy. Welcome in. I do it all the time on any map I play. Oh, okay, well, fair enough, yeah. Actually, just about out of interest. Let me turn that off, I thought I did. But yeah, I don't think I've actually ever done a complete start from scratch. The closest to that I've ever done was like PV Uncharted. But obviously I started off with some land and stuff like that. I tend to do New Farmer. But yeah, Uncharted, obviously that, back in 19, obviously you had to go through, clear tons and tons and tons of trees to create land for your placeables to go down, for your fields, for your farm, the whole lot. So yeah, that's probably the closest to start from scratch that I've ever done. And yeah, that's how you say it. Lakin, okay. Well, welcome in, bud. Welcome in. Right, so, before I go too far, I did the jab start on PV Canty, Truck, and really, what is that like? I've always been curious. So, I am going to give you one more chance, guys, to get an extra count on Plinko. So let me do a quick refresh. If you do !Plinko in chat right now, we'll see if anybody else can be added just to increase their chances of getting that first prize. Oh, Mr. Hack takes to touch in. Don B here. So let me get that added. So Don B here, Mr. Hectate. Where are you? There we go. See, that could be like the winner for Mr. Don B here or Mr. Hectate, who knows? We shall see in just a minute. Any more for any more. Now, see, if you are new, you can still enter !Plinko, the wheel of Plinko. Give you a couple of minutes more. Yes, you just missed there, buddy. I'm sorry. It's not quite right there, is it? It's not quite right. It's been quite evil, but at least next month you get a month off, because I won't be doing any more draws until just before Christmas. Name is touching. Oh, really, Mr. Don. I've already said that doesn't count. So yes. Let's see. 13 for me. Congrats, and it'll be your first. Maybe not. You never know. But yes, you are right. You did get 13 touches there. Right then. So, come on. Andy the farmer is definitely touching. Okay. Right. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's enough. Right then, I'm going to turn Plinko off for now, okay? No more Plinko. Plinko is done. And so, without further ado, I can confirm Mr. Andy the farmer did receive the most touches of the Plinko star with 15 touches. So yes, congratulations, buddy. So hopefully we are friends over on Steam first of all. Otherwise this is going to be a complete failure. Let me get this Steam loaded up first and foremost. So yes, you were very close. That last one was literally the 15th. So just to give you guys an idea, so Mr. Shawnee had 13. Congratulations, by the way. So I'm guessing you would be the runner-up. And then in joint... Oh no, hang on. Yeah. Joint third place, I guess, is Mr. Dead Soul and Mr. Hectate with 11. So yeah, but yeah, for all you guys who did touch the star, congratulations, because you got there anyway. I should have recorded how many I had as well, but yeah, I didn't. Right, so let's have a little look. Oh, accept. Right then, let's see. Store. I'm pretty sure we're friends, aren't we? There, Mr. Andy the Farmer. Over on Steam. Oh, wrong screen. There we go. That's what I want. I want to maximize you. I thought so. Right, so more. I've got to try and find it. Where the heck are they? Oh, have they changed this? Browse. Oh, there it is. Gift cards. Now, it's not going to be a 20... it's not going to be 25. I don't think. Hang on, let me see. Redeem. Nope, hang on. I want to... Yeah, send digital gift card. That's the one I want. Oh, dang it. Okay, I'm going to have to. Yeah, so we're going to actually gift him, Andy the Farmer, a £25 Steam gift card. There he is, right on my list. Cool. We'll click continue. Andy the Farmer is the recipient. Congrats. Congrats. There we go. Enjoy. Billy Alpaca 78. Click continue. Hopefully this is going to work. PayPal. Just got to pay it now, haven't we? Oh, fudge monkeys. One sec. I can never remember my password on PayPal. Where is it? Password manager, isn't it? That's what I want. Oh, will you stop? There we go. Password. There. Things I'm probably like most people. I've got so many accounts up with different things. I can never remember the correct one for each of them. And then actually recently, with obviously getting a new phone and stuff like that, I've been resetting up and creating new passwords as well, which does not help at all. So that one. Yes, we'll copy that. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Yes, that's the right one. Okay. So we'll accept that with that amount. Coolio. Accept purchase. So Andy the Farmer, you should now have a gift card come through for you. If it does not show, let me know and I will get on it PayPal or Steam about it. So there we go. I'm going to take a copy of that. Doobie-doobie-doo. Screen print. Expand that. And we'll save that for later just in case. And now for the round 2 of Plinko. So for everybody who actually entered exclamation mark Plinko and touch the star, I have actually gone through and added all of you guys to my lovely little wheel of names here. Obviously, thank you to by the way to fudge monkeys. I think it was Mr. Dead Soul sent me this the other week. Thank you very much, because this is actually what I was probably looking for myself a while ago, but could never find it. So we do have on here Mr. Don B here. We've got Dead Soul, Coffee Man 101, Farmer Marks, Andy the Farmer. So Andy, you could technically win a second one. So hang on there. Mr. Shawnee, Vortex, T Miller, Green Thumb Farmer, Big Daddy, Oppies, Big Tigger, Hectate, J-Dog, Mamadou, and Mr. Jers are all on there. So without further ado, I think if I can do this yet, we can shuffle the names around. And we're going to spin. So good luck, everybody. Let's see who it's going to be. Oh, Mr. Detso! Congratulations! That I thought I was actually going to leave it on Green Thumb Farmer. Dang it, it was so close. Look at that, it's literally right on the line. That is right on the line. Right. Alright then, so let's get that sorted. Close. Dang. Dead Soul, yes, right. So let me minimize that. Let me get back to the gameplay a sec. So you don't see any of my information. And I will get you your prize as well, sir. So we'll return to store, browser, gift card. Now that I've done it, hopefully it's saved my PayPal details. And we'll select that amount there. And dead soul, dead. So there you are. Hopefully you haven't changed your accounts, by the way. Dead. Oh, not Dread. Oops. DEADSOUL. Rigged. No, it's not. You're just jealous. Right, congrats. There we go. Enjoy. And this is going to be from the Billy Alpaca 78. Continue. PayPal, yes, for the payment. There. Complete that. Yes. And agree and go. So Mr. Dead Soul, you should now have a little gift in your Steam account as well. If you don't receive it, let me know, but it should be there already. Enjoy it, and obviously congratulations to both Andy the Farmer and Mr. Dead Soul. You guys are absolutely awesome. Let me pop that there. You are very, very welcome. You are very welcome. It's just a little something to say thank you very much for all of your continued support. And who knows, next time it could literally be Mr. Shawnee, it could be Green Thumb, or anybody. You never know who's going to get these when they get dished out. And I'm kind of thinking I might see if I can reach out to Giants to see whether or not they would maybe send out some DLC codes and such. That'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be nice to be able to give away some of the DLCs next week? I might do that after the stream. I know a certain Giants person who might have an odd one or two. But yeah, obviously, like I said, November there will be no giveaways, because I want to kind of save up for doing a giveaway just before Christmas this year. So yes, but actually, while I think about it, because I know how much you love Plinko, we do have a minute or so before we raid out, so you can have at least one more go on Mr. Plinko. And just enjoy it, relax, take it easy, and let's see if anybody can actually touch that star one more time. And obviously, yes, it's been great fun. Finally caught up to real time. Nice one, Scurvy. Nice one. How you doing, Scurvy, by the way? Now I know he doesn't stream that often. Hopefully it's the right button I click. There we go. But make sure to click on that link and give Mr. Scurvy Hyam a follow. I know he doesn't stream that often, but when he does, it's great to see him live. He tends to do a variety of games, including Farming Simulator, by the way. But yeah, definitely go over and check him out when he does go live and he's not so busy, so yes. But yes, it's great fun. Too bloody for work and real life, yeah. Yeah, to be honest, obviously I'm a full-time carer for my wife. Everyone, if not most of you guys, know that already. So a lot of my time is taken up by looking after her. Basically a chauffeur, a chef, a cleaner, you name it. Carer, doctor, nurse. It's crazy, yeah. But yeah, she's doing all right, bless her. She does try and help out when she can. So yeah, streaming time is kind of my break. That's for sure. And yeah, I would want it any other way. It can be crazy some days where I'm running around, and then last minute just sit down and collapse in front of the computer, and I'm going live with you guys. So. But anyway, guys, obviously we're going to call it there for today. I'm sure there will be other people over the weekend streaming the game. I would highly recommend, if you haven't decided whether you want it or not, this DLC, is to check out other streams, get their take on it. Personally, I love the look of the map. Giants has done an absolutely amazing job of it. There's a few things I still think need to be addressed, like obviously the fish side of things for modded maps, but for the majority of the map, it's going to be an interesting one to play on. But yeah, obviously I will be back on Monday once again, because obviously I'm off tomorrow and Sunday. Yay! I'm not sure whether I'm actually going to be playing this map or I'm going to be jumping in doing other things. I don't know yet. I might carry on, just get some stuff done. I don't know. We'll see. I might just leave it till Monday. I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet. I kind of want to keep a lot of the suspense for you guys. Really. Yes. Might finish this field off and then save it and then close off just so he's harvested at least something. But yeah, hopefully maybe Mr. Big Daddy will be going live over the weekend again. Maybe Mr. Scurvy. And potentially Mr. Dashnet did say he was going to give this a map a try. So we'll see. Let's see if we can break into the XML. We don't do that. We in the SGA, Mr. Scurvy Higham, don't do that kind of things. Joking, but yeah. We shall see. But anyway, let's get over to the ending screen. Once again, a big, huge congratulations to obviously Mr. Dead Soul and Andy the Farmer for their little wins with Plinko. It's very, very cool. Obviously, I kind of want to keep the stream going this way. Who do we have out there? Do you want to carry on watching early access? Or would you prefer something else? Right, looking at my list currently. Got the average Viking out there. He is doing it. He is on early access. We have Easy Guy 72 doing early access. I don't think they do. She doesn't. He won't. We do have Virtual Farmer who's recently gone live. And I don't think I've actually rated Mr. Virtual Farmer in quite some time. Be interesting to see his ideas for the map and stuff. Take that PC apart and send the pictures. Oh yeah. Maybe at some point. I still haven't cleaned it. That's the problem. I'm too ashamed to take a picture of it while it's still all dusty. But I think we actually might go over and see Mr. VF Mr. Virtual Farmer himself. It looks like he's actually doing some of the onion harvesting. So, yes, let's do that. Let's go see Mr. Virtual Farmer, a fellow UK streamer, and obviously Giant's partner. So let's get this raid underway. There he is. And also, we do know that Mr. Virtual Farmer always likes the small maps and stuff. So yeah, why the heck not, hey? And let's get this raid underway. So once again, I will be back Monday. You can see actually my schedule on the screen right now. That is also my current schedule. So please do so. Tune in when you can. Hopefully you guys overseas have your times changing this weekend. So it should be getting balanced off a little better. So yay for next week. But yes, let's go see what Mr. VF is up to. Have a great weekend, guys. And I'll see you on Monday. Bye for now.